Hello, YouTubers out there. Daniel again for this another video of my VHS collection. The last video I did, I talked about two different copies of Barbra Streisand's Hello Dolly VHS, and today I'm doing the collections of my Disney DTV tape series. It started in 1984 when Disney Channel first started of the DTVs with footages with some previous Disney cartoon shorts, Disney animated feature lengths, and some public domain movie footages. And it has some popular singers and popular songs in one of those Disney DTV programs. Disney Channel aired them in 1984. And then by 1989, they had that thing called DTV2. And then the first time in 15 or 14, about first time in 20-something years, YouTube did like the DTV version with the newer Disney movie footages, probably from Who Framed Roger Rabbit to the Little Mermaid. DTV was the best, means like Disney DTV. When DTV was popular, besides on the Disney Channel, NBC4 did 3 Disney DTV specials for 1 hour. That is DTV Valentine's from 1986, DTV Halloween in 1986, and DTV Doggone Valentine in 1987. That's what DTVs were the best of the 1980s for Disney animated feature-length footages and footages of some cartoon shorts. It was fun in those days of the Disney DTVs. The DTVs on VHS tapes and Beta. It was started in 1984 when Walt Disney Home Video release of the first 3 Disney DTVs, like from Poppin' Rock, Rock, Rhythm and Blues, Golden Oldies. 1985 they came out with 2 other ones, Love Songs, it took me years to own it, and Groovy for a 60s afternoon. That's what DTVs were the best. Had all footages of your favorite Disney animated characters from the past cartoon shorts and feature-length movies. The ones that Walt Disney made during of his when he was still alive before his death. Yep. Okay, let's start with the first Disney DTV tape. And too bad those DTV programs they didn't have it out on DVD, but they had the first 3 volumes on Laserdisc and the 5 of them in Betamax. And they have the first 3 also on CED video disc. That was by the time they had video wars between the VHS, the Beta, the CED, and the Laser. Let's start with this first DTV tape, Poppin' Rock, that was a 1984 release, and it has some good memorable songs on there. Yep. Down in the Streets, yep. Performed by Martha and the Umbrellas. Tutti Frutti by like a Little Richard. Dizzy by Tommy Rowe. Little Darling by the Diamonds. Uptight, Everything's Alright, sung by Stevie Wonder. You Keep Me Hanging On by the Supermans. Stuck on the You by Elvis Presley. I Was Made to Love Her by Stevie Wonder. At the Hop by Danny and the Juniors. The Purple People Eater by Sub Ruley. I'm Dreaming by Johnny Brunette, when I had the footages from Alice in Wonderland. I played that over and over again in 2006. Long Tall Sally, that performed by Little Richard. Surf City by Jan and Dean. Hound Dog by Elvis Presley. Reach Out, I'll Be There by the Four Tops. You Can't Sit Down, sung by the Revolvers, and Dance, Dance, Dance by the Beach Boys. Show your favorite Disney photos from the Donald and Daisy cartoon when he goes on a date, the Sword and the Stone with the Wizard Stew, the Pink Elephants from Dumbo. Here's what this tape looks like. This is not an X rental. This tape was printed on September 18, 1984, the year when I was born. And did you know this Disney's DTV tape? When we had this when I was a kid, I didn't know about that till I was 11 years old. When Mom and Dad told me this DTV tape was stolen by those windowmen when I lived in Queens, New York, during the 1980s. Well, back then, the DTVs wore the original Disney sing-alongs. The sing-along Disney tape series didn't come out till about 1986. Well, we will do that for my future videos. The next one we have here in the DTV collection, Rock, Rhythm, Blues, also from 1984. And it has some good memorable songs. Kiss on My List by Hall & Oates. Wonderful World, Beautiful People by Jimmy Cliff. Two Left Feet by Richard Thompson. Dancing Machine by the Jackson Fives. A Friendship Train by Gladys Knight and the Pips. It Keeps You Running by Debbie Brothers. Stop in the Name of Love by the Supermans. Ain't No Mountain Higher by Marvin Gaye and Timmy Terrell. Signs Still Delivered by Stevie Wonder. You Can Get Anything You Can Get If You Really Want It by a Jimmy Cliff. I heard it through the grapevine by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Private Eyes by Holden Oates and Belly of the Whale by Burning Senserman. Belly of the Whale, that was show some footages from Make My Music for Willie the Whale. Because the reason why I love Willie the Whale so much, because of Nelson Eddy provided the voice of Willie the Whale, but no Jeanette MacDonald. And they show little footage from Pinocchio when Pinocchio and Geppetto were escaping from Monstro the Angry Whale. I even like Private Eye song by Hall & Oates. They show footages like a goofy cartoon short called How to Be a Private Eye and the footage of the public domain movie of My Favorite Brunette with Bob Hope and Dorothy Lamour. Yeah. And they have photo from Sleeping Beauty when Prince Philip awakes Aurora. Thumpers in Love from Bambi. And there's a Donald Duck cartoon about Scales when he was a railroad engineer with Chip and Dale. Sorry about the box. I have this since for 20 years. This tape was printed on October 11th, 1984. And I do love this. I do love my DTV tapes. I used to rent out this one when I was in Palmer West Coast Video, Cross Island Parkway. And back in my day, I used to rent out these DTV tapes at super discount on Casino Boulevard. The third one we have in the series, Golden Oldies, 1984 release. This was rented out about 2 times at Palmer West Coast Video, Woodhaven Boulevard. In this collection, it has Baby Love by the Supermans, Daniel Blue by Spike Jones and his City Slackers, The Old Black Magic by Louis Prima and Kelly Smith, when they have footages from Magician Mickey and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when the Wicked Queen turns into an old witch. In a 16-ton by Tennessee Ernie Ford, Money by Bernard Strong, Lavender Blue, Dilly Dilly by Burl Ives, taken from Disney's So Dear to My Heart, and they show footages from Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, and the nifty 90s with Mickey and Minnie. Sadly, no Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Can I Get a Witness by Marvin Gaye, Pineapple Princess by Annette Funicello, Mickey's Monkey by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Straighten in the Jungle by the Cadets, For Once in My Life by Stevie Wonder, from the footage from Ben and Me with Amos Mouse, Tall Paul by Annette Funicello when they had Paul Bunyan footage, Stormy Weather by Lena Horne without Bilbo Jangles Robinson, and it has You Really Got a Hold of Me by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Holidays for Spring by Spike Jones and the City Slackers, When I Grew Up to Be a Man by the Beach Boys. I love this. I love my Disney DTV tapes. Here's with the orange letters on there. This is not a rental. This tape was printed on October 1st, 1984. We got a couple of more Disney DTV tapes that I have. And here's the holy grail I've been looking for. It took me 11 years to own it. It is DTV Love Songs. This is in early 1985 release. This is like getting ready for Valentine's Day. But this tape came out around by April. In this one it has Love's Been a Little Bit Hard on Me by Juice Newton. Just My Imagination Temptation. Song by the Temptations. All Shook Up by Elvis Presley. Don't Mess with Bill by the Marvelous. My Shirmore, Stevie Wonder, when they had the footages from Disney Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You know how much I love Snow White. From 1937. The Duke of Earl by Gene Callender. Some Kind of Wonderful by Griffiths. Two Lovers that have like Mickey, Minnie, and Mortimer from 1936 cartoon with song by Mary Wells. Too Many Fish in the Sea by Marvelous when they have more footages from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Raindrops, D. Clark. And the other one, Ain't Too Proud to Beg by Temptation. Try to A Little Tenderness by Oates Reading. The Owner of Lonely Heart, Yes, performed by. And finally, We Are Family by Sister Strummins. When they have footages of Casey at the back too. When they have like Casey's daughters from the 1954 cartoon short. Here's what this tape looks like. It looks like the orange Mickey Sorcerer logo. This tape was printed on April 5th, 1985. This is like an ex-rental tape. And, yep, you know, this was the holy grail of the Disney tape. I've been looking for it ever since I've been doing it around 2011. And I had to have this. I get outbid on that a million times, and other times it gets like more expensive, but I got it like a low price with the other children's VHS tapes. Here's the last one before we end this video. It is DTV's Grooving for a 60s Afternoon. This is the last one in the series. And hold on, I forgot to show you something. Like the Golden Oldies has footages from Dumbo with her mother. Mickey Mouse the Sorceress from Fantasia. And Donald Duck when playing the drums in the short called Symphony Hour. And here's footages like Mickey and Minnie cartoon with Mortimer. And there's the other one from the old Mickey Mouse cartoon from the 30s. And here's the one with Daisy trying to get Donald Duck back to normal, away from the singing. And finally, photo picture of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937. On this tape we have here, it has California Dreaming by Morris and Papa, Mama and Poppers, Peppermint Twist by Joey D, Catch Away by the Beach Boys, Mama Sam by Shitless, I can't pronounce it, Go Where You Wanna Go by Mamas and Poppers, Mustang Sally by Wilson Pickett, Castles in the Sand by Stevie Wonder, I Saw Her Again Last Night by Mama and Papa, Think Amelia Franklin, the one from the Blues Brothers, Nothing But Headaches by the Superettes, Be True to Your School by the Beach Boys, Funky Broadway by Wilson Pickett, Declining to the One I Love, Dedicate to the One I Love by Mama and Papa, It Takes It Takes Two by Marvin Gaye and Kim Weston. Hey Hanukkah Man by Stevie Wonder. And California Girls by the Beach Boys. This is that footages when Goofy's surfing from like that Mickey and Minnie's Hawaiian cartoon. There's the one with one of Huey, Dewey, and Louie disguised as a girl when Donald Duck has a gas station. Sleeping Beauty. And there's Paper's Bill, picked from Melody Time in 1948. This is the last one of my Disney DTV tapes. I got this around 2011 off on eBay, probably for like a low price. This is an ex-rental tape. This tape was printed on July 19, 1985, before I turned like a year, right before I turned into like a 1-year-old. Yep, I was a baby. This tape is like a former rental. This is like the ex-owner of right on this videotape. Yep. God, I love my Disney DTVs. So that's about it on my Disney DTV VHS collection video. And if you ever go on eBay, you might have to look for those Disney DTV tapes to add to your Disney 80s VHS collection or Betamax collection. And in the future, I might be doing some more Disney VHS tapes, like from the sing-alongs, the Neon Mickeys, and comparison videos of these Disney titles. I guess that wraps it up for this video, and I'll see you next time when I give you more when I give you more comparison videos or like the collection series. And please try to comment or subscribe or ring the bell if you like my videos or not of my Disney's DTV collection. Until then, your cameraman Daniel says so long. I'll see you next time for more. Goodbye, folks, and enjoy Disney DTV footages right on YouTube. Later, folks.